welcome once again. Bright morning once again, very beautiful, and hope you guys been well. It's Alfred here once again for Wakati Avenue, and I'm at it again. Anyway, what I want to talk about today is about productivity and being constructive. That's being productive and being constructive. Two main things that when you're on your way to self-improvement, you need these two to kind of guide you and to kind of be the thing that helps you gauge your time well and helps you manage your time well. Are you in a productive state, or are you being constructive with your time or with your activity? We're going to start by making sure that we understand our productive activity first, right? And being productive simply means that you are kind of producing, right? Whatever you're doing or whatever you intend to produce, you're doing it in a manner that brings you some sort of reward. In our society, obviously, when we're producing, the reward that we usually gauge ourselves in is money, right? It's a monetary. There's a monetary reward after producing something. Whatever you do, you be a producer, music producer, you be a writer, you be probably you construct buildings, right? You're an architect, whatever you're doing, as long as you're producing something, at the end of the day, I'm guessing, or I'm hoping that a lot of us expect some sort of reward, and the reward usually is financing, or money, usually. But of course, there are some of the people out there who produce because of the love of what they do. For the love of what they do, then the monetary rewards are secondary, and so it's not a bad thing to have the reward at the end. So it comes with whatever you produce, and so you can do whatever with your money. But here I'm talking about this specifically with the intent of getting a reward, because once you get a reward, it will help you go forward, whatever it is. But in this specific video, the reward, let's say, is the financing, the money, the monetary aspect of the reward. This will help you even produce more of what you're doing, get you better tools, right? Because if let's say you're someone who draws, or maybe you're just someone who uses your computer, right? You use your computer, maybe you create things like logos, right? You create whatever, logos or whatever, right? If you're using a less powerful computer than what is needed, maybe, right? And you're actually getting money and you still continue using the same old computer, it's slow, your laptop is slow, maybe it's got less memory in it, right? And you need more memory, obviously. Maybe you need a faster computer so you work faster. That's an example. So what you'll have to do is get money so that you can at least upgrade your tool. In this case, that would be a laptop, right? You get a faster laptop, you get one with a bigger memory. Maybe you can upgrade from a 500 GB to a 1 tera GB, things like that. They can go anywhere. If you maybe let's say you're a woodworker, you've been working on wood, right? You've been a carpenter or something like that. Then you used to use a jack plane to smoothen out your wood. Then you can upgrade that, get an electric whatever you use. They use these days to at least use the tools, advanced tools they use during woodwork, which are more electronic based and all that. So the monetary that's the advantage of getting the money out of your out of your whatever you produce. So that's a one way of spending good time, your time very wisely, like producing. As I record this, right, I'm kind of producing, then I'm going to edit it, then I'm going to upload it to YouTube, right? So that's basically producing, right? And then when we come to the matter of being constructive with your time, so what we were saying before this was being productive, right? And I hope that was well explained. But then we come to the constructive part of your time, of your maybe what you do during your day. Now the constructive part will be the part where you are now constructing your life, the way you want your life to be, right? Let's say you are in a one bedroom house, one bedroom room, yeah, if that makes sense. You live in a studio room, let's say a studio apartment, right? It's one bedroom maybe and a kitchen or something like that. How do you want it to look like? How would you want it to feel? How is the look of your apartment? Would you like to furnish it, right? What are the chairs? What is the bed? What should the bed look like? How is your wardrobe? Now that's being constructive. This also helps your whole outlook in life. It helps your mood also, because you don't just want to have a shabby looking apartment. You don't want your dirty looking apartment where even if you're even kind of embarrassed to bring visitors to your apartment, right? Because it's shabby, it looks it's unneat, it's unclean, it's stinky, it stinks, now that part you'll have to be constructive, make sure your whole apartment is the way you're going to decorate it, or the way you're going to make it. It's up to your personality. Whatever you're gonna get, your chair, your sofas. It's your imagination works here, and that's being constructive. The way you're going to construct your life around that, right? And this is something that happens at least you should be doing it in a daily basis, whereby you're cleaning, you're being constructive there, you're still constructing, you're making sure apartment's clean, your wardrobe, the way it looks, the way you do your laundry, when you're kind of washing your laundry, that's being constructive. The way you arrange your stuff, you're being constructive. It's good because it boosts your mood. When you do chores, when you're cleaning up, you are boosting your mood, because now you are going to reward. This whole thing is going to your reward system, because you're doing something constructive that helps you, and this might spike up dopamine and all that will help you even feel much better. So that's being constructive. That's opposed to someone just sitting there lazing, not doing anything else with their time that they're better spent doing things like those. And so being constructive, and it's something tailor-made. It's something that everybody has to go through, because at the end of the day, you want to create a life that you love, a life that you want, and it's for you, as opposed to someone telling you how things should be arranged, how your life and your time should be spent. It's one thing if you're still under your parents' roof, you're still under your parents' control, but you should also strive to get your own life at the end of the day, because this will give you a more freedom and more ways to expand not only your mind but also your worldview, and your imagination also should expand above where you are. So these are the two big ways or main ways that I usually try and spend my time, being productive, being constructive, constructing my life in a way that I would like instead of letting others. And if you're not going to do any of this, then people will going to construct your life for you. Because if you let, if you're not, like they say, if you don't take care of your life, then you're letting others detect what they should be doing for you. So you're going to accept, you're going to have to accept that. And this comes with it usually comes with a lot of resistance, because people want you to stay the same. They want you to be who they think you should be, and you should strive not to try and please everyone. You cannot do that. The only person you can do that is to please yourself. You can't even please your own mom. No matter what you do, it won't be enough. So how do you do this? Well, it's up to you. You're the one who can come up with a way to use your time constructively, and by constructing your life, and also being productive. This should be on your mind whenever you're doing something. Nothing wrong with lazing about. Most of the time, there's time for leisure. You should always reflect. Refresh your mind. Do nothing sometimes, or most of the times. There's time, or this. For example, those who hit the gym hard, those who train. There's this thing called recovery time. You need to just rest, and your body needs it, by the way. So it's, for example, sometimes for me on Sundays, it's a lazy Sunday for me. I don't do much. I do more meditation, maybe writing and all that. Nothing rigorous like exercising or trying to work on my on what I usually do, like my side business. I don't do that. I don't want to strain myself much, because I'm on recovery mode, and I'm on really relaxing mode. I meditate, listen to some music from my Spotify and all that, just relaxing and refreshing. Then maybe Monday I get back to the grind and hit it hard. And you need also to do this. But while you're still grinding, you're still growing, you're still on your way to your journey, on your way to being a high value man, as they say these days, on your way to be your Superman, your higher self. You need to spend your time on either producing, being constructive, doing things that are more beneficial. Those should be like maybe 70% of the time should be spent. Then maybe 30% can be everything else, getting hollering at your girl, hollering at your chick, hitting it with the boys, going out and doing whatever you do, crazy things, going out, whatever. That should be only 30% of your time. Anyway, I think I hope that was a bit understandable. And let me sign out for now. Until next time, this has been Alfred, and I hope you're going to tune in next time. And as I usually say, more knowledge to you.